Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, the 2nd of September, and it's very cloudy today in Grafton, New South Wales, Australia. It's nearly 10 o'clock, a bit of a slow start because, as you can see, we have decor in the back of our car because Miss 21 slept in here last night. So I've got a huge mattress. She's even got her blingy lights up here. She's got pillows and all sorts. So it'll only be two people car today because she doesn't want to pull it apart. Lost. I don't really care GPS. I don't know why you keep telling me that because I have no interest. But anyway, so I am off. I've got this man standing over here, elderly man. I must have a function watching me talk to myself. I have a few things to get done today. I've got to get to the post. I've got to get to the shed because I ran out of sticky tape. I had to bring my stuff home last night because the kids wanted to use the car to do the go shopping. So I had to bring all my stuff home again, second night in a row, to finish packing. I ran out of tape, so I've got to get to the shed and finish taping up some stuff, and I sold a couple more things overnight, so I've got to pack all them up. So I've got a load of stuff in the back of the car that I've got to get to the post office this morning, and this afternoon I'm trying really hard not to go op shopping, so I need to get to my shed and take photos of all the stuff I've bought. So, but maybe there's a Mambo shirt there, I don't know. But anyway, so I've got to get all that done this morning. I've just emptied the toilet if you wonder what I'm doing. Now, for those who don't know me very well and are new here completely, I live in a big bus. Now, my poor husband, because I emptied the toilet, he had to go to the other toilet. He's not well today. He's been doing his still. He has a still he does every now and again. He makes his own alcohol. He doesn't drink a lot of it, but he gives it away to friends. And that's his little hobby that he does occasionally, once every couple of months. And he's had to use the other toilet. So he's like, I took the toilet away too quickly. But anyway, so I've just emptied the toilet because I live in a big bus with my 3 grandkids and my husband and dogs and cat and birds and trying to find a house, as most of you know. But I've got a storage shed because I'm a full-time reseller, but not a full-time money bank yet. But I'm getting there. I did well last week, even though a lot of that goes to other things, but I did well last week. Now, what was I going to say to you? I have no clue, but I've got a few things to get done today, so all that's got to be done today, and you'll see me during the day. You'll see me in a minute, again and again, probably if I go up shopping. Now, I've got an accountant's appointment this afternoon. She's got to do all her house stuff that's way up north, and she's also got to do all my messy tax stuff that I finally sorted out last week. Now, I get asked, do I do it by spreadsheet or do I do it by book? I am so old school. Those spreadsheet things kill my brain cells. They really do. I'd rather write it down in a book and let them worry about the rest. Fortunately, she doesn't want to see the receipt. She just wants to see the bookwork I've done, so that's good. And she's going to help me add up other things like my petrol and driving and all that sort of stuff, which reminds me I've got to take that. And also, you know, what my phone bill percentage can be and what my rent percentage can be and what my power, well, I don't really pay power, but rent for wherever we have been over the last year renting. But I do it all in a book because spreadsheets do my head in, because I have tried doing a spreadsheet, and if you've got little boxes and you put something in there and you don't click off on it and it moves it somewhere else and you've got to move it back, and I'm a very patient person, but stuff like that just does my brain in. Anyway, so I've got to get that done today. She's going to show me a simple way of keeping my books nice and clean and neat and simple. That's what she's going to show me today. So hopefully that will be workable for me, and if it does, I'll let you know. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to stop rambling because I've got to put this toilet back in for the next person to use. It's a little console. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. You probably have. These are consoles that you have. It's my toilet, people. We actually have a proper toilet in the bus, like it's a proper seat toilet. It's not a flushable. We flush it with water ourselves because when it was built, whoever built it, the person that built this didn't make the toilet flushable. So that's okay. We just have bottles of water we flush down. But that's what I've got to empty. We've got to empty every day or every second day if old man's not here. But yeah, so that's the fun at life of a bus living person. But I would love to get back on the road again. I would so love to be able to go to all the op shops again all around Australia. I would love to do that and take you with me, but at this moment in time my husband's not well enough to do any of that driving or anything like that, and yeah, so I'm sort of trapped in one spot, not wanting to get a home in some ways but wanting to get a home in other ways because the kids want their own rooms and stuff. Anyway, did I say I had 4 grandkids? I've got the 3 here because one's already left, so I've lost 3. I've grown up. Oh, except Miss 21 comes back and she's here with us for a couple of nights. She goes back to her dad's for a bit. Anyway, that's it. Shut up and let's get going with the day. Thought I'd have a little chat while I'm in my shed. I'm packing up something that I'm not going to make any money for. I got some plates in here. I didn't really pay anything for them. But when my sale went on, I only sold for $12 something, and I probably put about $10 worth of bubble wrap and paper in here. And so I don't know what the postage of the box is going to be, probably way more than what I charge, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. I say that all the time. And I'm going to have to head over to Bunnings today because this is only tape. I was given all this tape, so I'm very grateful for it, but I like the wider tape. This is going to be good for now. This is one of the items I couldn't pack properly last night because I didn't have any tape, so I have to get all that done. But yeah, I thought I'd just add a little bit to yesterday's video when I was talking about clothing. Another reason why I love buying clothing from the op shop. I'm not finding things that other people wear. I hate it. As a teenager, I went somewhere, it was a church event, and I went somewhere and someone else in a new town, and this girl had the exact same dress on me. I mean, she's obviously got good taste, blah, 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 but I felt so awkward because she was with all her friends and she was laughing at me, the fact that I had the same dress on as her. Didn't come up and approach me, nothing, just made me feel like a real idiot. But so I have always had that thing in my mind, don't wear what everyone else is wearing. I don't get caught out wearing everybody else's clothing. So I love to go to op shops and find unusual clothing. Now yesterday I said I think I paid $1 for this. I actually think, because it had a blue label on it, I didn't realise it till yesterday that it's actually had a blue label, so I think I paid $6 for this one, but it's still pretty cool. Like, it's different to what I usually wear too, which is good because you usually see me in the same clothes all the time. So I don't know if I'll be able to use this tape. I should be right. Yeah, so I thought I'd just jump on and say that I like to find clothes that no one else has got. That's a little bit different than everybody else, so that I'm not wearing something that someone else wears. They're always losing stuff. I've got stuff up there and I didn't put my bubble wrap up properly. I'm going to continue this. I'll be back in a minute with another thought, I'm sure. It's times like this when I'm packing up all these awkward boxes. I do wish I was just selling the same thing over and over, like books or DVDs or something that you can just pack really, really fast. Because sometimes it takes forever to pack anything. But me being the eclectic me, I'd be bored stupid if I had to just sell one item, really. So I like the eclectic me. And I just have to be patient and just pack everything patiently. Not always beautifully, because I have a big argument with sticky tape every single time. I can't use those dispensers. I don't know if you can. Let me know if you can. But even I was talking to the post office people the other day and saying, oh, you can use that well. They go, well, actually, no, I can't. I'm having a good day with it. But even they struggle with those dispensers. Now, I did buy myself one of those heavy-duty double dispensers here a few weeks ago, which is great. I'm going to have to put something on it to stop it moving, though. But I finished the tape off. And when I pull it too hard, the whole thing, this part comes out. But anyway, so I'm back to old school way of just using my teeth or a pair of scissors to cut the tape. But anyway, what was I going to say? This is definitely going to cost me a lot more than I've charged for postage, I know that, but that's my fault. So if you are a beginner person, just know that it happens to people that have been doing it for a long time. Not on purpose, but it does happen. Who loves the sound of sticky tape? I could do an, what's it, ASMR, whatever you call it. Horrible sound. But anyway, I'm going to go. Listen, I want to ask too, I had a lady on Insta saying her sound is really bad on my videos, that she's got to roll it up really high. I've asked a couple of my friends, they said it's fine. I just want you guys to let me know, is my sound okay, other than the sticky tape? Is my sound okay, or do you find you have to lift up, put up your volume high? Just let me know. I'll be back with some other thought. While I'm packing, I've packed the noisy stuff, or nearly noisy stuff. I'm going to show you this. You'll see these probably on What Sell Wednesday, but I only paid $1 for these. I bought these last week at one of the other shops that had they always have an end of year sale for $1. This was a different op shop that I went to yesterday, and it went for about 3 or 4 weeks. 3 weeks probably, maybe 4. But they always sell everything for $1, doesn't matter what it is. could be something that's $20 then, and now it's $1. But I picked up 2 pairs of these, I suppose unisex dry rider jeans, motorbike jeans, for $1 a pair. And I only listed them 2 nights ago, and not even, probably the night before. And I sold them last night for, I think it was around $42. I think I sold them for $42 or $45. That was a super deal. So those sort of motorbike jeans can often do really well. And I also sold another mug. Now this is on sale. This wasn't, the jeans weren't on the 30% off sale, but this was. So I can't remember where I got for it, but I sold it, so it's on its way. I think $18 is what I got for it. And this is I think this might cost me $1 or $2, I don't know, but anyway, I've made profit there. You won't see this one on What Sold Wednesday, so I thought I'd show you now. So this is a Danoon cup. If you're new here, these are definitely worth collecting, looking out for Danoon mugs. Now, what I was going to say to you guys before, I always have these thoughts when I'm not on camera, and often forget when I'm going to get on camera. But anyway, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, I don't know what I was going to say. But anyway, keep an eye out for that sort of stuff. In regards to my live that I want to do, I'm hoping for tomorrow afternoon. That depends on everything else in my life, you know. Most of you know there's always something happening. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to do a live. I want you guys to think of questions you want to ask me on the live. I'm hoping to do a couple of little quizzes. I don't know what I'm doing exactly. I've got all these ideas in my head. Eventually we're going to have a tea party where you're going to all send me photos of you dressed up in a Mad Hatter tea party. We're going to do that eventually. I don't know when, but we're going to do that eventually. And we're also going to do quizzes, and eventually I'm going to do competitions, and I can't find my bags. Yeah, so I've got to do all that, but I need to know, I want to have some questions to ask, because I don't know if I'm going to do a whole hour if I'm just chattering to myself. So I need some input. Now, I just want to show you guys, if you haven't got these, I paid $2.50 for all these bags. They're from the, okay, you get the you can pay the full price for the ones you send off on that day. And that's what I used to do. I used to buy bags of the $10, $9, whatever they were at the time, $8 something at the time, bags, and I used to take them home, and that would cost me like $100 to take home and hopefully sell something and post it. This way, I like it this way, because the bags cost me $2.50. And I can take the whole lot home and then have all my stuff ready. When I get my labelling system done, which I haven't done yet, guys, because my internet where I am is really bad, and I didn't have a computer the other day. Try again, but I like to get these ready so I can get them posted. Now, when I get them to the post office, make sure they scan that, because if they don't scan that, you're not going to get the discount. I don't think you do. I don't know how it works, but anyway, I get a discount. So these bags, postage usually about $9.30. I think it's going up to $9.70. But because I'm on band 4 of my post, I pay about $8, around $8 something, depending on where it's going. So they're definitely well worth having, because they're only $2.50 for the 10 of them, and I usually buy them in the mediums. I buy more smalls because I can fit jeans in the small bags, so I don't have to charge $12 for jeans. I only have to charge the $9.70, the $13.70 I think is the next size up, and I only ever charge postage on jeans, the $9, soon to be $9.70 amount instead of the larger amount, because they fit. I like to put them into, I used to be really fussy with my clothing. I used to wrap it up really nice in tissue paper and blah blah. Now it's like, get it in and get it done. But I just put it in a freezer bag usually first, because I'm not fussy. I don't have the time. I'm not a fussy person for a start. I make do with what I have, and I just get into it and do it. I haven't got time to do all this fancy packaging and stuff like some people do, and if you can do it, that's great. Like, it is a beautiful thing to get when you get a parcel, but for me it's like, get it done. I haven't got time to spend being fancy. I'm not fancy at all. So yeah, so I'll have that in there, and I'll do on my old school way of doing that until I get my printer sorted. That one's done, and then I'm going to wrap this one. You guys know how I do it. You stuff it with paper, you wrap it really well with bubble wrap, and then I'll find a little box to put that in, and then if the box fits into a $9.30 bag, and then smaller bags, I will pop the box in there as well. Otherwise the box will get sent with the cup in it by itself, and I shall be back in a sec. The mug is well wrapped with bubble wrap. I am eco-friendly in many ways. I love recycling and all that, but when it comes to this sort of stuff, yes, I would love to get into eco stuff, and I probably will eventually, and I can afford to, but at the moment it's just bubble wrap. from Bunnings. Tape from Bunnings. There goes my tape across under my car. And this box is perfect. It's nice and solid. It's stuffed with paper. It's got bubble wrap around it, and it's got paper in it to stop it moving. And I was able to fit it into the $12.70 bag. It's exactly what I charged them, because I often give them my little extra. Because if I had posted that at the normal price, it would have been $13 something. So I give them my little discount just to get it out the door. I was just looking at all my books up there. I'm going to have to really, really, really have a bigger sale on my books, because I've got too many. Like all those novels that are up the back there, like the vintage books, I'm happy to keep, and some of the older kids' books, but I can't wait to get rid of all the cookbooks and all the novels that I've got down there. It's taking up a lot of space that I could put other stuff in. So I'm done here. I'm going to put these in the car. I'm going to mark them later. I'm done here. I'm going to head over to Bunnings and probably one op shop, maybe two. And then I'm going to go to the post office, and I'm going to go home and see who needs me. And Miss 16 probably wants me to take her for another drive, which is not, like, she's good. Like, you know the story when you're trying to teach somebody else something that you know how to do, and we're so used to driving and knowing what to do in different situations, and it's so hard. It's nerve-wracking, but I don't let her know how nerve-wracking it is. She's actually quite good at driving. She's very sensible. Because my husband's incapacitated again today, I'm going to have to do that. So wish me luck, but I'm sure you'll see me before then, because I'll probably have something to show you. So let's go. You know I'm weak. I'm a weak person. Fortunately for me, my only addiction really is Coca-Cola, which I can break that addiction. I've done it before, and op shopping. So I did go to Salvo's, because I've been going to Salvo's every day because it's so easy to get to. Like, it's so not far from my shed. It's right in the middle of town, easy parking, and I always find something here. And I did today, and it's one of the things I did get was something I said I wasn't going to buy ever, and I did, but I bought it because it's useful. It's actually little Maori tiki faces. Little power shells, what do they call them, in the eyes, abalone. They're little book holders, you know, bookends. That's what they are, and they're only $3. So I thought I'd give them a go. Why not? And I also picked up this little. I thought it was coasters, but it's actually two little containers. Asian. I think there's a little bit of a clean, a little bit dusty, but I think I have a feeling they're probably older by the looks of it. But I don't know if I'll get that mark off. It's only $1, so it didn't really matter what happens with that. But I did get this again. I always get these, and I always sell them. Look at this one. This is the biggest one I've ever had, I think. It's the chunkiest one anyway, if it's not the longest, but I think it's the longest as well. These sell well, guys. If you come across these at garage sales or op shops and you get them cheap, these are $5. I will probably get about $35 to $40 for them. I've sold the last two lots. I've got really cheap for around the $30 marks. My camera's moving, isn't it? Again. Okay. So if you can come across those, do grab them. We're going to go to another one now before I go to the... Should I go to the... No, I'm going to go... might go to the post office first. Get that over and done with, I think. All right, see you soon. We're going to do a video of each one, even though I might look like a weirdo, because this is my favourite one. I don't know if you can sit in my car because I've got all the junk in the back, but that's my favourite op shop there. I mean, because they don't price anything. They get to the counter. That's why I bought what I bought, which is really weird to you guys, but I bought it anyway. But I did get a little Hanamex camera. Hang on, little Hanamex, little film camera. Now, film cameras are collectible. They come in a little bag as well. And I only paid $7 for all this. I got that, Mr. Happy, which I'll put with my other Mr. Men stuff that I've got. Because I mean, I didn't pay anything for it really. I got my grandson a really nice shirt. I bought an old Monopoly game. I'm not even going to show you. The only reason I bought it because I like to get the old metal, particularly the old metal icons that they have. Because you can turn them into craft stuff and people collect that sort of stuff. And I'm really weird that way. Like, I've got this big bucket of marbles and I've got this big container of dice and I've got this whole selection of these little icons from an old Monopoly games. Now, this Monopoly game particularly, I'll quickly show you the box, is not in pretty condition. So it's really not going to be resellable. It's not in good condition. It's not going to be really resellable. I'm going to have to work out why that keeps doing that. I don't know. My husband knows how to play with this thing. I am too scared to. I don't know if that's going to make any difference. I'm going to keep going forward. And then I bought doona covers. Why did I buy doona covers? I bought 2 Bob the Builders and I bought a Miss Happy one, Miss Sunshine one. Why? This is Miss Sunshine one here. Why did I buy them? People upcycle these sorts of things. Now, I would love to be able to sew lots of stuff. Like, I love crafting. If I could make my money just in crafting, I probably would. But I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I can't settle with one thing. I'm too eclectic. But I've seen these single doona made into amazing dresses, like sort of like using the 850 sort of patterns, rockabilly sort of style, and I've seen them made into jackets, like really nice jackets. They can be made into so many different things. So I thought, I'm going to give it a go. Look, I paid $7 for it all. So even if I only make $10, $12 on each of the doonas, you know, it's I've got 4 doonas all up. I think I've got Taz as well. You know, I'm going to make $40 on 7. I'm going to make money on them. That's why I got them, because I knew I'd get to the counter and he'd say, you know, $5, $7, whatever. So that's why I did it. Sometimes I will say, here, it's an extra $10, take 10. I usually do that. I don't know why I didn't today. Just didn't think about it till after the fact. But oftentimes I'll just up the amount and say, no, just take 10 or whatever. I'll make up for it next time I'm there. I'm going to another one more, and then I'm going to Bunnings, and I'm going to the post office. Because the post office, why I didn't go to the post office first, there was too many cars there. So I'm going to go there next. Not next, soon. Yeah, I might even go to a different one. No, I don't like the other one. The other one's really snobby. No, I'll go to my friendly ones. No Mambo in sight anywhere at all. I cannot find any. And I didn't find much there either, but I did find this ugly, scrappy looking thing, which I said I'm not going to buy any more of. Okay? Ugly, scrappy looking thing. But then I thought, look, when you see these old, scrappy looking toys, fairy toys like that, you really need to turn them over. You need to check the tags. Now, it cost me $2. I'm trying to hold the camera up so it doesn't slide forward. But you need to check the tags too, which I just did. And I found out this fella is called My Playful Puppy. Little tag down there, tiger tag it says. My Playful Puppy, it's got FR. No, was it My Playful Puppy? Yeah, My Playful Pup. It's got FR on the foot. So I don't know what that means yet. But while I was in, I don't know if it works yet. I will find out for $2. Doesn't matter. While I was in there, I did a quick search of the brand, and they sell for up to $50 plus. So that's why I got him, because I'm all about the profit. All right, I'm going to possibly one more. Then I'm going to Bunnings, and then I'm going to the post office, and I'll do installments all the way. One thing I've got to remember to do is carry change for me for when there's buskers down the street, so I really feel really bad when I've got nothing on me. 20 cents, that's all I had. But I went into this St Matthew's Anglican op shop over south. This is the one they had a big sale on last week for $1 everything. They've got all new stock in there now. And I got stuff that, I seem to be getting a few of these lately. I didn't mean to pick that one up. But I picked up a couple of things that one brought back a really big memory for me, and the other one I love finding because I use them. And you can guess for a second. I can't even put my seat back. Okay, I walked in there, no intention of looking at these items, and there they were, and I'm glad I did because they are good money and they're Italian. Scarves. I picked up a whole heap of scarves. Now, why do I get this many? They cost me, she said $3 each originally when I said how much the scarves, and she said $3. Is that what you mean, the square ones as well, or just the long neck ones? She said, oh no, you can have them for $2 each. Well, I just did a quick search on this name, Torrent. It's an Italian scarf, around $40, guys. And they had a couple of very Hermes, the Hermes style like scarves. They had one, that one sort of reminded me of it, and they had this one. They had another one that had stain on it. That one, two of those, two of the same, and they both got Italian tags on it. And I got this one. I didn't mean to pick. Oh no, I did mean to pick this one up. This one's really pretty because it's got little butterflies sort of embedded into the fabric as well. And this one here has a name on it as well. I can't find it right now. I think Marcherie or something like that. Well, I might have left that one behind. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a really pretty one as well. Now, they cost me $2 each. One's going to pay for all that plus my other op shop stuff for the day. So once I sell that. But I ended up, I just glanced over as I was about to pay. They don't have, you've got to go up to the machine to get money out in this shop. probably one of only 3 that I know of between here and McLean that you've got to get money out, take cash. It's annoying. But I've got a leather belt. You guys all know, who know me well, know that I absolutely love leather, and I love leather belts. And this one is gorgeous. This one's going to probably, if it fits me, will stay in my collection. I wear leather belts all the time through winter because I wear a lot of jeans. This one is gorgeous. What did it cost me? It cost me $10 for everything, so that probably only cost me $1 because I got, I think I got $8 worth of scarves. And then I got a look, didn't quite get teary, but I nearly did. This little fella. Now I'll probably get teary. Sparking of memories, and this one I won't let go. Because my daughter, my eldest daughter, had one of these. But she's a little girl. And my eldest daughter's not here anymore. So yeah, it brought back memories. And you know what I've talked about memories, people buy memories, and I bought a memory. A little bit of an emotional memory, but it's a vintage toy if I ever decide to sell it. It's a 1977 toy. It's a Fisher Price. They all sell well, so if you come across Fisher Price vintage ones, and I'm sorry guys, I've been really in a great mindset the last 2 days, but when you find a memory like that, it just sparks that emotion. That's what I saw, and I picked it up for that reason. It only cost me $1. I will keep it. One day my daughter will be a grandmother, and like she could have been already if my 2 oldest ones had been that way inclined. One would be, but she's got mental illness. The other one is so not ready. She's 21. She's not so ready, because I could be a great grandmother by now. My mother was already a great grandmother at my age, but I'll put that one away. I won't sell that one. That one's a memory that I'll keep, and I will let her grandchildren play with it one day, because her own kids are all, you know, her youngest child is 11 now. So yeah, sorry for getting teary, but you understand, memories do that to us. They can either put a smile on our face or put a tear in our eye. So I'm finished now at the op shops for the day, and I'm not going to go tomorrow because there's no point. Saturday, a lot of them aren't open, and a lot of them I've already been to today. So I'm going to head over to Bunnings now to get my tape. Take a deep breath before I get there, and yeah, then a quick story with this too. My daughter also had, she loved pulling this around, but she also, and I think the one I originally had for her years ago was from the op shop too. But she had an imaginary friend, it was a turtle called Turby. She had 2, Turby and Toe, and she used to pick them up, these little imaginary turtles, and she'd put them on the swing and she'd swing them, and she'd talk about Turby and Toe all the time. My mother wrote a story about it years ago, and she had a pet dog called Shadow she called it. So that was a memory that just came flying back at me as soon as I saw it, and I knew I had to get it. Anyway, I'm going to go. That's it for now. I'll probably see you in a minute with something else, because the day's not over yet. It's only like, what is it? 12:15. Oh my goodness, I've got to get home sometime. See you soon. Never believe a thing I say. I'm not even going to do Bunnings today. I'm going to leave that for another day. Get my granddaughter drive over there or something, because I really don't need it, because I've packed everything. So I don't need any tape today. But I did go to one more op shop, and this is the one I don't go to. It used to be my favourite one when I first came to the area. Loved it, found so much good stuff, and then it's just become more and more expensive. But I'm glad I went in there today, because, you know, one of the things I love to find so badly, other than Mambo, vintage. I love to find vintage clothing. And I found this gorgeous. I saw it. I saw the fabric. That's what drew my attention to it, because I knew the fabric was old. And I saw the style. And then I saw the tag. Cost me $5. I'm so happy with that. Will I sell it? It may go into my collection for now, because of my ideas that I've spoken about before, where I want to eventually have a space where I can actually sell stuff and set things up properly, and have an area where people can come and get the photography done in clothing. Like, they pay the photographer to come, and they hire stuff off me. They do it in my space, so it doesn't go anywhere. That's what I'm thinking. Will it ever eventuate? I don't know, but it's an idea I have in my head, so who knows. But that's it. No more op shopping. I am heading to the post office, and then I'm going to go back to the shed, drop this stuff off, and then I'm going to rescue my poor kids. I've got to throw some stuff at the little 2 younger ones to do today, and then Miss 16 is probably frothing at the bit to go for a drive. And I know Miss 21 wants to go to the shops to get some food. So that's what we're going to do. And I may see you later, I may not, but we will see. People wonder why I hate going into the bus. It's always a drama. Just walked in. I'm going, what's going on? Like, why is everyone quiet and all a bit awkward in there? Well, Miss 16 and Mr. 11 had a fight, apparently, argument. And then the old man, the old boomer male, he went crook, and so he told Mr. 11 to undo his monitor, which he did, but he accidentally knocked the monitor down and broke it. So I've got Mr. 11 lying on his bed, sobbing his heart out. I've just gone and spoken to him. Everyone else very quiet. Miss 16's not in a good mood. I just took pizza home for lunch, and she can't eat it because her mouth's too sore. Mr. 13 is just like wandering around going, I'm glad I'm not involved in all this. And yeah, and now I've got to go. I'm going back to the shed now I wish this would stay so I could talk to you properly. I've got to go back to the shed now to take stuff back there, because then my appointment with the accountant is right basically next door to where I am with my shed, so it's in a really good spot. So yeah, I don't like going back in the bus. One, the front steps stink of dog and I can't stand it. The rest of the bus is fine, it's just those front steps. To have a house will be lovely one day. Anyway, I'm going to see you soon. Eat my pizza because I got myself one as well, and I will see you all very soon, probably after the accountant, let you know what she said. See ya. It is such a relief to me to actually have an accountant that I can actually speak to. Last year I had an accountant I never got to meet her at all, and it was really awkward doing it over online. It was a bit easier because I was only doing my old house up north. This year I needed an accountant so badly, and she was quite happy with the work I had done in my book, my written book. I'm going to go home and get some more paperwork for her for the house. But yeah, I'm really happy. So if you haven't got an accountant or a bookkeeper or whatever, and you think you need one, get one early so they can keep you up to date. She's actually going to get someone to put everything on a spreadsheet so she can go through everything. But I even added up stuff I didn't even have to add up, so that was good. So I'm back at the shed because, look, you can see why, because I've got to start taking some photos. That's why I'm here. And if I had an extra camera, I would take photos with you guys. Now, I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I'll be here a while. You may not see me again. And if you do, aren't you lucky? And if you don't, well, I can't help it. And I'm hoping tomorrow, Saturday, I will be able to do a live. And if I know definitely that I can, I will hopefully post some sort of thing up to say, yes, I can. But I would really, really, really like you guys to help me work out what we're going to talk about. That'd be great. All right, questions, bring them at me. I'll answer them the best I can. Okay, I might see you in a minute, I might not, but whatever. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit those buttons down below if you haven't already. Thanks. Bye.